Hey you! Stop there! Have you ever wanted to learn English in a funny and effective way? Well, this is the right video for you.
That's possible through our PPP method: presentation, practice, and production.
First, we'll captivate you with a short story that you'll listen to and enjoy.
Then, we'll dive into some engaging questions to sharpen your skills. Here you can stop the video to answer the questions.
Finally, you'll get a chance to showcase your creativity with a fun homework task inspired by the story.
So stay with us, this is going to be an unforgettable learning experience. Najib Mohammed and Hakim, two Malayali immigrants, stepped off the plane in Saudi Arabia, with their hearts heavy with hope. Their visas had been arranged by Srikumar, a man they trusted, but as they stood in the busy airport, it became clear that something was wrong.
Do you have any idea where we are supposed to go and who our employer is?
Not a clue. Srikumar just said someone would be here to meet us.
As they waited, a local Arab approached them. His attire suggested he might be important.
Are you my new workers?
No idea. We are still looking for him.
Yes, you are my new workers. Follow me now.
He declared, mistaking them for his employees. With no other option, the men followed him. The Arab assumed responsibility and led them to a van. The long journey took them far from the city, ending in a remote desert. To Najib's dismay, he and Hakim were cruelly separated. Najib found himself working as a goat herd under harsh conditions, miles away from civilization. Life there was brutal, the sun relentless, and the isolation gnawed at his spirit. Days turned into months, and Najib endured extreme isolation. One fateful evening, as he sat by the fire, he saw a fellow goat herd collapse, a grim reminder of their perilous existence. The desert was merciless, and Najib began to understand the full extent of his dire situation. After years of hardship, one day, as luck would have it, Najib encountered Hakim again. Hakim, looking worn but determined, introduced him to Ibrahim Kadiri, a seasoned Somalian goat herd.
I've heard of a way out, but it's risky. There's a wedding at Kefil's house. It's our chance to escape.
Najib and Hakim agreed, and they set their plan in motion during the wedding celebration. Under the cover of Kefil's daughter's wedding, they slipped away into the vast desert in the dead of the night. As the days wore on, their supplies dwindled, and they lost their way. Hakim, weakened by hunger and exhaustion, was the first to fall.
I can't go on. I'm going to die. Please fight for survival and tell Mom I will always love you.
Hakim murmured before closing his eyes for the last time. Najib and Kadiri pressed on, but one morning, Najib awoke to find Kadiri gone, leaving him utterly alone. Despair weighed heavily on him, and he stumbled through the desert, his strength fading. Just when he thought all hope was lost, a passing Arab found him and offered help. Najib was brought to a small, local Malayali restaurant owner named Kanjika, a kind man who nursed him back to health by offering food and shelter. Kanjika assured him that he was safe, but Najib's trials were not yet over. The authorities discovered his documentation was incomplete to go back to India, so he was imprisoned. In a twist of fate, he encountered Kefil once more.
You are lucky that I can take you back. You are not legally under my responsibility.
Despite the crushing disappointment, Najib clung to the hope that had carried him this far. Eventually, after enduring so much, he finally returned home, scarred but alive.
Now, based on this story, I want you to answer the following questions.
1. How did Najib and Hakim initially react to the situation at the airport? 2. Why did Najib and Hakim trust the local Arab who approached them? 3. What is Hakim's last request before he died?
You can stop the video before checking the answers.
1. It became clear that something was wrong. 2. They had no other option. 3. To tell his mum that he would always love her.
As for homework, I want you to write a short paragraph in which you describe a situation when you trusted someone. How did it end up? And how did you react?
Alright guys. Don't forget to follow us on social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.